Leave the rest of it in the hand of God. Is that all right? So we thank God for truth. Seventh chapter of Ecclesiastes, beginning at verse 1, reads as follows.
A good name is better than precious ointment.
Well, a good name is better than precious ointment. You know, man have, lived so to earn a good reputation throughout his days in life. That's a good thing. Good to have a good name. Is that all right? Good name is better than precious ointment. Read the book.
And the day of death than the day of one's birth. It is better to go to the house of
Hold on. You know, I want that to soak in a little bit. Read that second verse again. The latter part of that verse, I'm sorry.
And the day of the dead.
And the day of death.
Than the day of one's birth.
Ain't that something? You would wonder, why is it that the day of death is better than the day of one's birth? Wonder why? Anybody? Nobody? You know, well, I heard that. That's true. I get it. That's true. Peace. Because once you come into this life, it ain't no peace nowhere but in God. Is that all right? Because Jesus said, my peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. You don't have to, we say, well, the ones being born, they're coming into the world, they're going to enjoy it. No, you coming into a sinful, wicked world. When you leave them, you leave all this behind. You got to worry about worrying, troubles, or nothing no more. Peace. You have a state of peace. Amen. So the scripture, this is the wisdom. And the wisdom of it can take you through a lot of different types of turmoil. You know, the world is a lot of turmoil you have to go through. Some people don't like to face it, but it's the truth. But with Jesus, he can give us peace because he said, my peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth. So while we're in this life, young people, old people, everybody, we need to consider the Lord. Consider his ways. Not to want to look and try to be like everything and everybody in the world. Is that right? Because heaven and earth gonna pass away. With a great noise and all the works therein. So we know we all got to leave. Everybody know that, right? Everybody know one day is our day. Well, we're all born. We're here. We're all here, aren't we? All of us are little babies at one time. Little cuddly babies. He's so cute. She's so pretty, weren't we? Yeah. We were born into this world. Is that right? Man that is born over in a few days full of children. So if we're born into it, we will have to leave out of it. It's what we're doing to prepare ourselves for the leaving. That's what's important. And that's why it's important for us. Seek God. Seek his spirit. Seek the things of God. Walk upright. Do what's right. Because we got to go. Yes. We got to go. Something that we don't like to think about. But we got to do it. Is that all right? Amen. Who knows when? Jesus. Nobody. Is that right? Amen. We don't know when, but as the scripture have described, the day of death better than the day of one's birth. Why?
It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Amen. Because to go to the house of mourning than the house of feasting. Is that right? Amen. It's good to come. It's good to pray. Always remember to pray. Always take time to pray. Always take time to talk to the Lord about your situation first and then others. Take the time to pray. Yes, yes. Do that. Take the time to do that. Amen. Amen. It's better to cry and mourn before the Lord. Is that right? Than to go in the house of feasting. Read the book.
It is better to go to the house of mourning and to go to the house of feasting.
Yes.
For that is the end of all men.
Well, that's the end of all men. One thing about men, I'm going to tell you what men love. Men love having a good time, don't we? Yes, we do. In every facet of life or whatever it is, we like good times. We like that. We rather feel good and just be rejoicing all the time. But we got to understand, man that is born of a woman is of a few days and full of trouble.
Amen.
Don't you think you're going to go through this life, young people, regardless how beautiful are your mothers, dads taking care of you, you're going to go through something in life. And don't let it take your berserk, get to the point you're going to do, what am I going to do? Call on Jesus and pray.
Amen.
Start while you're young.
Amen.
Know who to call on now.
Jesus.
Know who to depend on now.
Thank you, Lord.
Is that right?
Yes.
So you can have peace in the time of trouble. Because that's one thing about life, and that is, we as people, we don't like trouble. We don't like suffering.
Yes. Yes.
We don't like having to go through certain things.
Yes.
We want everything to be laid out on a platter for us, and we can pick it up and put it down when we get ready. But life consists not of those things. Huh? So you have to realize, regardless of how technology got us thinking that we can just buzz away. We don't have, I was talking to the gentleman on the bus today. Technology got us where, as a family, as a group of people, sometimes you don't even communicate one-on-one like you should because of technology. You don't do it. And you don't have to tell me you do. I'll tell you for your face you don't do it. You don't communicate as much. A husband and wife be driving down the road. Is that right? She texting, he talking, she ain't paying no attention. Or vice versa. You can have a whole family, a car. I'll tell the guy, we used to be in the car, me and my girls a long time ago, before we had this, and we'll be singing. We'll be looking at the clouds, saying, oh, look at that bird, look at that this. We communicate. Now everybody get in the car, everybody's silent, and nobody sees. It has taken away from our verbalness with each other. Our feeling. We feel as though if I don't know how you feel, I don't understand how you feel, I got all I need right now. This will make me laugh. This will make me cry. But this is not human.
That's right.
It can't express what it needs to express. Sometimes as parents, maybe we need to be talking to our sons. Maybe as daughters and mothers, you need to be talking to your mothers, teaching them how to season food, how to make biscuits, how to do things. You got to go to the internet and find out, learn the old hard, scrappy way. But we have lost and are losing our communication among each other. As a family, I'm talking about generally as a family.
Amen.
You may not think so, but we do. Sometimes I bother my kids. We come in the living room, everybody television on, they have different one. My wife's on her tablet, my son on his phone, my daughter on her phone. And I just stand up there and look sometimes. And we all ain't even talking to each other. It happened. That's why I can talk the way I'm talking. Because I know it's true. I'm not trying to squish nobody, but I'm telling you that we have a tendency now to have more comfort in our, if I'm texting, I'm talking, I'm checking something on the web, than we do just talking one-on-one. Talking to my daughter, telling me how they feel. Sons talking to their mama, talking, just expressing. We don't do that no more. We barely sometimes get around the table as a family sometimes. Don't we? And sit down. Years ago when I was a boy, we had to set the table. Set the table. Somebody know what is set the table? Now, what is set the table? That's what they called it, didn't it?
Amen.
Y'all remember called set the table? Y'all set the table. You got to bring the forks, put the spoons up there, the knife, the plates, and everything. Then mama fixed the plate, and then you put it all on the table. Then we all come to the table. Then Pop say the grace. And then we start passing, and you got a certain way, we in our family, we had a certain way we had to pass the plates. We couldn't just be lifting, oh no, pass it around. You get your rice, you get my rice, you get my rice, then the rice get back to the one, and go back in the middle of the table. You get your gravy, daddy get his gravy, mom, all the way around. But we have lost that. I'm not saying the structure is not there, that it can't be done, but we are into other things now. We're eating in Texas. We're doing this, aren't we? Amen. Come on, let's be. It's just a fact. That's all. Amen. I'm a part of that generation too. I'm just telling you what we're losing. Amen. As a family structure, that's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That's all. Amen. Amen. So these are the things that we want to be able to work on as family, as whomever. You know, it could be the same way, even on church trip. I remember we used to be on church trip. We'd be singing and praying and calling. Maybe we used to have a band jumping. Yes. That band used to be jumping, boy. Ooh, I'm talking about, boy, we getting this. But it just, now you know, everybody is silent now. They got their own little thing. You know, Jesse got his music. Rick got his music. Dave got his. I got mostly nothing, just sitting there. I can have some, but I just don't care what's going on. But, and I'm not throwing down, but I'm just showing how, say, do y'all look at those kind of things and see that? Maybe y'all don't pay that no attention. To y'all, maybe it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying, for as communicating with each other, it makes a difference. Can you imagine the more and more you're getting away, and then children now are got these phones, they go into bed with them. Okay? And now, going to bed with them is very destructive. It's very destructive because there's a lot of things that you can do with it now under the cover. Amen? I mean, come on, let's be real with it. Amen. Let's be real with it. You know, people taking pictures of their anatomy now, shooting it off and giving it to somebody else. Y'all know people doing that? They can do it on these phones. Can it be done on the phone? That's why people want that Galaxy 10. Well, I get that Galaxy 10, boy, I'm getting that in. David, I get the 10, I'm in, man. I can take pictures, and a picture looks so clear. And I don't know what nobody telling you to send me and show me. Is that all right? Amen. It's truth. These are things that we got to be aware of. Okay, let's not forget these things. Let's not forget. Years ago, and, you know, years ago, I know we preached and we talked. We dealt with the TV, you know, how the hell, the one-eyed demon and all, you know, we call it a lot of things. You know, this thing here, this thing here. That cell phone, boy, that thing is something. Ain't it something? My daughters out the other day, they had a record. What the first thing I said, they laughed at me. I said, send a screenshot. I'm talking about screenshot. What I hear them talking about it. You know, sometimes people don't know what you're talking about. They just tell you what to do because they hear. Send a screenshot. Everybody looked at me like I was saying something wrong there. Send a screenshot. What you know about a screenshot? But that's the technology we have in it. It can be used very good or it can be used very detrimental. Let's try to teach our children and teach ourselves to use it like we should, temporal, and then still sometimes sit it down and talk to your wife, talk to your husband, talk to your children, sit down as a family and talk to each other. You know, it's good. You know, I'm just saying, these are good things that really, saints and friends, you know, we're just pulling away from it. And we want to keep it to where we feel the need of God and each other. Because people get stuck. A young man was telling me today, he was telling me he's really upset and really distraught. And I was talking with him on the bus. I had a trainee today, and I was just talking to the gentleman, and he's feeling really bad because his son is 21 years old, and his son tried to hang himself and kill himself. I said, why? And he started feeling bad. I said, don't feel bad, don't feel bad. Because we as parents sometimes, because we have that lack of communication sometimes, we feel guilty when something goes wrong because we feel as though it's our fault. It don't necessarily have to be your fault. It don't really have to be your fault. You know, it don't have to be that way. But that's why communication is very vital and very good to do. Because that way, now, instead of the son, you know, trying, because he said, yeah, my son, all he did was play the game. And people play on games hours and hands online. And it shows you all kind of stuff. Y'all know the thing they got now, they showing stuff where they take something, stick it in the nose, and pull it out their throat. And kids are seeing that all night, all day, and they ain't dumb, they're not dumb. They can pull up anything. So we have to be cautious. And try to say, no, don't feel bad. I mean, don't feel bad. I say, God's able to help you. But just now, thank God that you're able to talk with him. You can. He's not dead. He said, but I feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't put yourself under, you know, because of something your son done. He said, yeah, I know he always played with the video games and did this. He watched stuff and he watched how to kill and doing all this. You know, you just constantly watch that. And people's mind is getting infiltrated with all those ideas. Let me try. They show all kinds of stuff on the thing, don't they?
Amen.
Y'all know they do.
Amen.
Come on, they do it. And children, they'll be trying to do it. Get a ball and make their lips bigger. Do this, do all kind of stuff. And it's like some of this stuff, they doing so much until the kids don't want to do it. Next thing you know, you find your child dead. Children don't do it in everything. You can't do everything and everything. You just got to be taught that. You can't watch it and everything on your cell phone, on mama's cell phone. You just can't. I mean, that's because it's too destructive. It's too destructive. Teenagers, same thing.
Yes.
Too many things that you can expose yourself to. So be wise. Be wise. All right. Let's continue. Just wanted to share that with you. Go ahead.
Sorrow is better than laughter.
Well, sorrow is better than laughter. Why?
For by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
Now that sounds right. Sorrow is better than laughter.
Amen.
You know, right? But why? Because the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. See now, that's beautiful right there. That right there is beautiful. Now just think about what I was just saying. Read that again.
Sorrow is better than laughter.
Sorrow is better than laughter.
For by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
Now, how will you know? And how can you feel sadness or sorrowfulness? Even in an individual, unless you communicate with them. The cell phone can't bring no sadness or sorrow and a laughter for its crying or sadness, can it? When you're in a family structure, I'm talking about. When you're in a structure of a family, you know, maybe the son need to cry, the daughter need to cry, the husband need to cry. Is that right? Amen. Now, and where somebody can respond back to them. See, we as a people, we want response. We want response. I mean, we want response. It was funny. My wife and I were riding, my two grandkids. We were riding along, and she had made some comments, right? And I forgot all what she said, but it was funny because if the kids would have thought, they would have thought that grandma was really telling me what she was saying. It wasn't nothing terribly bad, but it's just the way it said. We started laughing, and I said, she don't mean that, you know, because sometimes people can say things, people can feel it. See, we can feel, as we say, sometimes in the slang, you know, they say, you feel me? Back when I was coming on, they say, you dig what I'm saying? See, all of those things, those are emotions, though. Those are feelings. You know, somebody may say, well, I understand. You know, sometimes you watch movies, and sometimes you be in there tearing, don't you? Well, y'all ain't never tear.
Okay.
Y'all can see that. Y'all got that right here. say you do. I know. You sometimes you just, it's what? Emotion. Emotion. We need that as humans, as people. We need that with one. I need to feel me and my son. We need to feel emotion.
That's correct.
I may have to cry on his shoulder. Daddy cry on his shoulder. Yeah. I may have to. Is that right? I may have to cry on my daughter's shoulder. I don't know. But we can't do that unless we are engaging, communicating, you know, talking. I know this is good. I ain't throwing that out the window, but I want us to understand that how important it is, because sometimes we get in our own self-centered world and we feel as though I don't need nobody. As long as my phone stay charged up. Y'all know what y'all be wanting. Y'all know what y'all look for, and y'all be getting people stuff. Y'all get each other's chargers. Where's my charger? You want to stay charged? Don't want to stay charged, Josh? Yeah, let's be real with it. We want to stay charged up.
Amen.
Because when you ain't charged, you feel as though when you're not charged, your lack of communication gonna go down. We have to charge up ourselves with each other. Is that right? Amen. Coming in, hugging, talking, how you feeling? Yeah, I just saw him left. Yeah, when I come in, what? I'm hugging my baby boy. Hey, why? How you feeling, man? You know, then coming in after, then you sit down and talk. These are things that we have to practice, y'all.
Amen.
Because we can feel each other's sorrow. Can't we?
Amen.
If you watch a television series or something and you start tearing up, or you go to some movie and you cry and you like it and then because it's dark, everybody really see you. But people can hear it. You ain't got no, you got a cold now. Because we are emotional. And it means something, you all. It really does. So these are things we want to work more on. I'm not telling you to go in, I'm not going to tell you, go away yourself all night, but I'm just saying, let's find some time to put it down, to leave it in the room, shut it off, and just to sit down and talk. Is that right? So, sorrow is said, what did you say, Joshua?
Sorrow is better than laughter.
Sorrow is better than laughter. Why?
About the sadness of the countenance.
The sadness of the countenance.
The heart is made better.
The heart is made better.
The heart of the wise is in the house.
But that's something to think about. The heart is made better. Sorrowful and you crying, talking. You're expressing yourself. Sometimes a man got on my bus today, he was kind of upset. And I'm trying to talk to him because his little daughter, his older daughter had a baby, and they went down to Gainesville and they wouldn't tell him that something was wrong with the baby. The daddy wouldn't tell him. He the granddad, the daddy. He was upset with his wife because the children won't listen to nobody but his wife. I said, but listen, man, he didn't want to listen. I said, I'm trying to talk with him, trying to get him calmed down, trying to get him to understand. Listen, now listen, you the granddaddy, right? Yes. This man, your daughter's husband, is the dad, and she is the mom, right? In all speaking now, if they don't tell you nothing, don't feel bad. That's their responsibility. It's not that they got to tell you everything. When they want to tell you, they'll tell you. So you learn to accept that. He couldn't accept that. They should have told me, yeah, they want. I said, no, man, it's all right. It's all right. Saints, that's why communicate, and I think about all these things, that's why the lack of communication within our family structure is being dwindled away, because we're not expressing ourselves to each other as much as we possibly can. And it's something that we got to work on. You know, it's something that, you know, just start all of a sudden and bam. And if you're doing it, great. You know, is that right? If we do a little bit, we can do a little more. You know, we can do more. You know, just Talk about things. Talk about things. But sometimes people get so upset. I knew he was mad at me out of the bus. He don't normally look like that. I mean, he normally listen to something I say, but this time he didn't listen. When a person gets angry and upset about stuff, because they wouldn't tell him certain things. Learn to accept certain things. Learn to accept things. I said, he'll come around. Yeah, he'll come around. Yeah, he'll come around. Maybe you should stop and talk to your daughter and sit down and talk with her and say, well, what's going on with us? You know, that's what we have to do. Sometimes it's coming. What's going on? And then be straight up and honest, right? Don't let me call. Don't call me and then I say ain't nothing wrong. That's true. No, come on, something is wrong. Amen. Talking to you, everything all right? No, ain't nothing wrong. See what got their attention too? Ain't nothing. It's all right. Where's that communication? Where is that bond? Where is that feeling? Because if that's your child, you the dad, you this, or what, you still a part of it. Is that right? But when we don't bang our bonds together and sit down and talk to each other, we'll pass by each other all the time. We'll say, I don't want to be in a family structure, natural family structure, earthly family structure, or either a church structure like that. We don't want to be like that. No, the scripture teaches us better. Amen. We don't want to be like that. I don't care. Some people feel like that. I don't care if I'm talking to nobody. And hold their phone up. So they eliminate everything else but this right now. Is that all right? Huh? Amen. But that's where we are today. All right, a few more verses, my beloved.
The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning.
Yeah.
But the heart of fools is in the house of mirth.
Yes, sir.
It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise.
It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise
than for a man to hear the song of fools.
Amen. Go ahead.
For as the crackling of thorns under a pot,
yes,
so is the laughter of the fool.
Uh-huh.
This is also an advantage.
Yes, sir.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Surely oppression destroys a wise man reason of making mad. Go ahead.
And the gift destroys the heart.
A gift destroys the heart. Bribes.
Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof.
Amen. Better is the end of a thing. You know, we said earlier about the birth. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning. Go ahead, my beloved.
And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
Yes, sir.
Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry.
Don't be hasty. Don't be hasty in your spirit to be angry. Don't be hasty to be angry. Amen. All right, we have to learn how to, keep ourselves calm. And that's a good thing. I say we are full of emotions. We're full of feelings as people. Women got feelings. Men got feelings. Children got feelings. Everything got feelings. Amen. Your dog, your cat got feelings. You didn't think so, did you? You ever fuss at him? And what do? He look at you with them sad eyes and walk away. Then you start talking with him. Well, we start talking to the dog. I didn't mean it, Bobo. It'll be all right, Bobo. Come and give the treat, Bobo. Bobo turn around and give that treat on him. But the dog got feelings. See? Amen. So that's why it's important as people to be able to communicate, to laugh, to talk, to share sorrows and different things. That's why the scripture teaches us, confess one to another. We got to be so close one to another that I can go to any of my brothers and go, listen, I want to talk with you for a minute. This is what's going on. I need your prayer. And it stays sealed up in his heart. Ain't that a good thing? And sometimes the person may start crying. I see that. I don't know. I just made up that. But sometimes I be talking to my children. And they say, go ahead, Daddy. Go ahead. And, Daddy don't want to cry. They're tough. Y'all, Dad don't want to talk. You want to tell me you want to cry about it, children. Or maybe y'all maybe don't get that emotional. I don't know. I don't know. Some people just more emotional. Certain things I just start talking about it. It touch my heart real hard. I just start like, man, what's wrong with him? He a bag of water or something? But that's the way God got I'm set up. I mean, I don't think, but I'm just saying, it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong if you and your wife talking, man, and you cry on her shoulder. That's your wife. She shouldn't get on no text, no phone, say, I got him. Guess what he was doing yesterday, child? He cried on my shoulder.
That's true. That's true.
It's like, no. Oh, you. Wait a minute. Who showed you on the ground? Oh, because there's some shoulders out there.
Amen.
There's some shoulders out there. I'll take the cry and wipe it too. So it's not, that's why a man has his wife. That's why you have it. That's your good friend. That's your best friend. That's why children have parents. They're your best friend. You can cry on mama's shoulder, man. Young boy, you can cry on your mama. You can cry on your daddy's shoulder, girl. Son, you can cry on your daddy. Son, is that right? I mean, expression.
Yes.
Expression that comes deep from down within. It means something.
Yeah.
It means something to be able to do that. Cry and laugh, get a good understanding. You know, cry. I mean, because what you're doing, you breaking down barriers. You breaking barriers down now, man. We finna free this thing up now. We finna free this thing up. Boy. We finna show up have a good time now.
Thank you, Jesus.
So it means a lot to be able to do that. Not to be self-centered and say, I'm my own person. We have to learn how to express. Is that all right? That's what God wants. I mean, he wants us to do that. All right, my beloved.
Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry.
Yes.
For anger resteth in the bosom of fools.
Anger rests in the bosom of fools.
Jesus.
Say not thou, what is the cause that the former days were better than these?
Mm-hmm.
For thou dost not inquire wisely concerning this. Wisdom is good.
Wisdom is good.
With an inheritance.
Uh-huh.
And by it there is profit to them that see the sun.
Yes, sir.
For wisdom is
Wisdom is a defense.
And money is a defense.
Uh-huh.
And the excellency of knowledge but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it.
All right, read the last verse and I'm going to cut out.
Consider the work of God.
Consider the work of God.
For who can make that straight, which he hath made crooked.
Amen. Thank you, Josh. I'm going to stop. I'm going to hold y'all on. We thank God for all things. Saints, pray for me. I need your prayer. Let's pray one for another. Let's consider the things that we are discussing and we talked about. Let's always consider the word of God because I believe that it's a very vital and important thing. I'm not condemning phones, I'm not condemning tablets, none of that. But I'm saying that it's good that if we communicate sometimes, also, more so, Is that all right? Amen. Amen. If both of y'all leave your phone, no problem. Ain't no problem. See, I can have a good time with phones. Because I'm the type of person just having a good time with my family. I'll take them all and hide them somewhere. Sit down like, I don't know where they're at. And I like to see them run. When y'all see my phone? Because they don't never expect me to have a phone. That's just the fun way. Then I can make something out of it, But it's good. I ain't telling about hiding about a phone now. But it's just good. Always remember to do that. Communicate. We should really practice if we can sometimes as a family, each family, Sometimes we need to practice setting the table up, sit down at the table. You know what I'm saying? Just practice. Don't worry about the front room, because sometimes we have a distraction even if we got it. Because some of us we be so TV, we got TV in our living room, bathroom. We don't know there's nothing. That's a distraction too. With family communication. So it's all about family communication, feeling and emotions toward one another, understanding these kind of things. It makes